So you'll be on this side. So only have kickflip. On nollie, do flats, and then front nose. Whatever trick on flat there. But I wanna
kind of follow this thing.
Let's go. Don't just be behind it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so my name is Chris Akiba. I'm a public health researcher. The first time seeing skating in Zambia was, I think, in 2015. I drove by the old skate park in Nasdaq where all those like football pitches are now. And yeah, it reminded me a lot of like seeing a skate park in the US. It was the first time that I saw skating at all in Zambia, so I was like tripping because I didn't know that people skated, so I was like super hyped to see that. And yeah, I wanted to like go check it out as soon as I could. I think I was traveling back to the States not long after seeing it for the first time, and so I was sure to bring back like the setup that I had at my place in the States. Reminded me a lot of like seeing a skate park in the US. It was the first time that I saw skating at all in Zambia, so I was like tripping because I didn't know that people skated, so I was like super hyped to see that. And yeah, I wanted to like go check it out as soon as I could. I think I was traveling back to the States not long after seeing it for the first time, and so I was sure to bring back like the setup that I had at my place in the States, because I didn't bring it initially because I didn't know that there would be skating, so I was like definitely trying to bring back a board and go like see what was up. So visiting the park for the first time was cool. I think the very first time I had a friend who was also named Chris. He was a guy from Germany. He was a filmmaker, and I remember telling him about the skate park, and he wanted to come film using like a drone camera that he had gotten recently. So I think the first time we went, maybe he was like filming with that drone setup. It was funny. But I remember, just like pushing around the skate park, and I think I hadn't skated in a really long time too, so it was just kind of trying to like, push around and get comfortable again. And meeting all of you guys was awesome. I think that I probably met you that first time or not long after. I think you had like the keys to the skate park or something like that. So every time I would go there, I felt like I would see you there. And I remember talking one time, like, I don't know, maybe a little bit later, and I was again going to be traveling back to the States, and I asked if you guys would be down to like film. And I think you said that you were, and so I brought back that camera after my trip home. And yeah, dude, then we all started filming. That was like so great. Yeah, dude, I have like super good memories of filming with all of you. They're like really good times. And yeah, so for each of you, I think that like going out initially with you and Evaristo, it was cool because I was going to parts of the city that I don't think I ever would have gone to otherwise. You know, there's not a lot of like expats hanging around at the complex, or like that museum where Ian did the that like backside node slide on that really long low ledge, or I don't know, probably different parts of showgrounds that I never would have gone to. So that was a really cool experience for me. And then getting to skate with or film with Ian, that was really cool. I think that he had a lot of tricks that were like really on lock, and so he's definitely like, it was cool to be able to film that. And Kaluya too, man, damn, like the first time I saw him, it was like, wow, this dude can skate for sure. He was popping tricks really high. He was skating switch. And he was like doing super long lines. He was skating really fast too. There's one line at the complex I remember filming where the camera is like shaking because I was pushing so hard trying to keep up with him. And I'm on like the filming board. He's not like on his, like he's just skating. It's crazy. So yeah, it was really cool to film him too. And then I hadn't filmed much before coming to film with all of you. So it was a cool experience for me getting to like learn all of that and pick out songs and do editing. It was like an unexpected creative outlet that I really miss now because like I don't really film that much here at all. So it was a really cool experience for me. It was cool to see how people progress too. Like I remember you, the first time we went out with Evaristo, you were doing like, I don't know, I think there was a line where you did like a firecracker at the end down the stairs at the complex, which was really cool. It was like super unexpected. I remember being really surprised by that. But I think even like a year later, maybe you were like, we were filming lines where you're doing flip trips over gaps and stuff like that. So it was cool to see everyone progress too. And leaving was sad for sure because I was like, I knew that was something that I was really gonna miss. Like I said, I don't even have friends that skate here anymore really, or like that I have friends that I even talk about with like skating about with. So yeah, dude, it's like skating is in my life in a different way here than it is in Zambia with all of you. So I was definitely gonna be missing that. And yeah, when I got back here, it was a lot of like, I think I was keeping up with what was going on just from what you all would post on YouTube or Instagram. I think sometimes you would send me clips, and yeah, it was just kind of like, especially this last time, I think it had been maybe like 5 years in between when I visited last and when I came back in 2023. And it was crazy. I'd never seen that many people skating before, like at the park at NASDAQ. On the days when it was really busy, that was like crazy. And it was people at all levels, people at like really different ages. It was guys and girls. Like I was really surprised at just how many people and like the range of people that were out there, the diversity. And so yeah, I think that's probably all down to you, like keeping things going. Like you all getting that space and like getting it registered with the Ministry of Sports or whatever, and I think having Cherry as like a company and putting out all of the stuff that you all are putting out, that's probably, it hypes people up, I imagine. And then it gets the supplies in, which I think is also like really key too. And it feels to me like that's something that's probably needed the most. Like when I think of skate communities, it's always like there's a shop that people can go to and kind of have as like a central point to gather and like get product and stuff, but also just, I don't know, talk about skating or like have that community space, you know, in addition to like a skate park. I feel like a shop is also something that can be really important. And I know that it's hard. Like I think that if there was a way to somehow get supplies in and then have it so that everything's at like a price point where people can really access skateboarding, that seems like a really important thing. I don't know how that happens, but it seems like it would be really great if it could. So yeah, dude, I think that's like my hope for the future is that, you know, things are able to kind of develop and sustain, and that the community can really just grow and have like generations of skaters. It already seems like that, where people are, you know, like really coming up and seeing skateboarding for the first time and getting into it themselves and then getting good themselves and progressing themselves. And I remember somebody left a comment on one of the YouTube videos. I can't remember if it was one that I posted or one that you all posted, but they were like, Kaluya was my, like, the person that I looked up to and when I was really young in skating. And so it's sick that those guys are like, I don't know, maybe have like OG status now or something like that. But I think that's a sign that things have really started to develop and take hold, and will hopefully continue going in that direction. And it's really cool to see people in the international competitions too. I completely trip out seeing photos of those guys next to like pros, you know, like renowned pro. It's crazy to see that. Dudes that were in the Olympics, like that's totally wild. So I'm sure that's a really motivating thing for people to see too, and that also helps get them into skating in Zambia. So yeah, dude, let me know what you think of this. I can record more stuff, but happy to have the opportunity to. It's cool to hear that you're doing something like this. So yeah, let me know what's up. Peace.
Yo, did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I did.
See.
pasire duroma awoti zikanzi zvipwa zvamaita kare makaise pipo awoti ndikati zvakapera kare kare oyeyeyeyeyo ona mbiribo yeye